VMC Planet Radio Beyond Tomorrow. Welcome back. It's VMC Planet Radio. I really already feel honored, by the presence of a businessman. He's a philanthropist, and he is ready, willing, and able. He says he is not a rugby champ or a boxing champ, but he says you take him into the ring, he's gonna floor even the likes of Mike Tyson.
Love that one. That sounds good.
He is 34 years of age and he is born and bred in Joburg. So he is a Josie man.
That's it.
His name is Hannes Kruger.
Let me
Hoe
help.
gaan dit?
Goed en jy. First of all, Stanley, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
But let me help you with the pronunciation of that. It's actually said Kruger. How can I say?
Oh, it's Kruger.
Yeah, you say Kruger. That's it.
I said Kruger.
Yeah, you sound, make me sound like a kreeft. That's it. That's it.
So you come from area called Ilanspark, right?
That's it. A phenomenal area, a place that I love. How can I say? I don't see myself leaving my community, given the fact that I'm raised in that community. I've been born there, raised, and I'm still living there. And I love my community.
Oh no, but that's nice. Tell us first, how are you though?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Excited to be here. Thank you for having me. So yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
We have to have you. I mean, you are a real G. Eh?
Thanks. That's for sure. And yes, that's for you.
Now, if somebody had to ask you to say, who is Hannes? How are you going to respond to that?
I'm going to tell him a very plain, down-to-earth, modest person. How can I say? I firmly believe my success comes from God. How can I say? I'm a praying believer. So that's how can I say? That's who I am. Yeah.
So you are a praying person, you are a believer, and you attribute all that you do to the Almighty.
Amen. That's what I do.
So you are a businessman, right?
Yeah, that's it.
You are a community builder, and I can attest to that.
That's it.
Now, I hear you are a salesperson and you can sell anything. You can even sell me now.
That's for sure. Well, how can I say? I built experience on learning your product, understanding what you are selling. I studied sales, I studied marketing, and when I became retrenched, I said, well, I'm not going down like this. I'm going to fight back. And that's when I started Alberton Sales Trader. And phenomenally, how can I say, people actually appeal to it, especially ladies, given the fact that they do not want to deal with the, how can I say, with the outsiders, if you may call it, given the fact there's so many scammers, and that's how I became popular with my business.
So let's talk about Alberton Trader.
Yeah, Sales Trader.
Sales Trader, yeah.
That's it.
First. Now, what is Alberton Sales Trader?
Alberton Sales Trader is basically an agency. How can I say? I'm your middle guy. You say, for instance, Hannes, I would like to sell my car. I say, okay, not a problem. I come to you, I evaluate your car, I look through your car, I look if it's worth it. I find you what you, how can I say, value, your market value for your car is. And before I put it on the market, I come to you, I assess you, I say, okay, this is what you're going to get and this is your asking price. But please be in mind that we are a struggling economy, if I may say so.
Economy, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And you need to be willing to negotiate. And from there, I go handle the A to Z, how can I say, go through marketing until I bring a person that wants to buy your car.
Okay, now let's talk about that experience. Is it brought by the fact that you work in the bank?
No, banking was client service tellers. How can I say? I went further and I studied import and export management from Danland, correspondence.
Oh, okay.
And in that, I had to deal with sales and marketing. How can I say? How to market a product. What product am I going to source and what product am I going to sell? So basically, that is where I gained experience in the sales and marketing.
Now, in terms of sales in itself, now during the coronavirus, how is that going?
Well, if I look at the coronavirus at the moment, it's affecting people's lives, it's affecting jobs, it's affecting income, salary cuts, retrenchment, and so forth. So basically, people are getting desperate, they need to pay their bills. And that is, how can I say, it's not a win-win situation to me. I don't want to see you lose your hard-earned, how can I say, money or what you built over the years. But unfortunately, because of this, people are selling more and more. They're selling their cars, they're selling their households. They are selling just about anything to keep afloat. That's the sad part of COVID at this moment.
Which is the sad part, but how has it affected you personally?
Personally, I'm very busy at the moment. How can I say? Personally, I'm looking at people that phones me up randomly. Hannes, I need to sell, and I'm under pressure. I need to sell your product quick as easy. You might have debt to pay, you might have a bond to pay, and you are relying on me to bring that product sold as quick as possible.
So normally, if somebody calls you and then you go and assess whatever, whether it's property or a car or anything,
that's correct.
What will be the turnaround time?
The turnaround time will be more, I tell customers, give me 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay, but then fairly saying, if you are overpriced and you do not want to follow my instruction, how can I say, my guidelines. I am there to assist you. I'm not telling you what to do, but if you say a car that's valued at 40,000 and you go sell it at 60, the chances that you're going to get it sold is none. How can I say, so that's it.
Oh, okay. So you also are qualified to conduct assessments.
That's it. How can I say? I use online, how can I say, assessments. There's various available to you that you can go check it out. You can type in the module number, the year number, that gives you a good guideline what to work on.
Okay, that is if you're selling cars. Now,
yes.
If you're selling something that you've never sold before, what is the thought process? What do you do first?
Okay, well, I'm going to use a microlight, if you know what's a microlight.
What is a microlight?
Microlight is like a little mini plane. That's what's a microlight.
It's a little mini
plane, aeroplane.
Oh, okay.
I said that's
okay.
Basically, I had one of these. How can I say? I needed to source and understand because there's licensing going with this. So you can't just go sell an aeroplane. You need your licensing up to date, and you need it's the airline license. How can I say? So you need to get that up to date before you can sell, and then source and find out what it is, what's it worth. I sold that at 35,000.
Oh, okay.
It's not an expensive plane. It's not a huge thing. How can I say? You just fold it up and you put it away.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh, okay. So, but you as a person, when when you want to sell anything that you want to sell, you put it on the Alberton sales trader, right?
Well, I put it all over social media. How can I say? I'm on 75 pages in total. I use
75 pages.
Yeah, 75 pages.
Okay, let's talk about that. How do you manage that?
Well, how can I say? It's a lot of work. Okay. You need to be willing to go sit and click the whole day.
Oh, okay.
That is how you do it. How can I say? Basically, that's how I work on. Yeah.
Okay. Now, and then you are able to start selling anything. So let's say there's somebody who wants to sell something and they are not in Jozi, they are either in PE, they are in Limpopo or wherever. How do you now manage to sell that particular person's?
Well, if I have a trust relation with that person, how can I say, know that I can form a contract or agreement with them? I call it customer sync.
Okay.
What I say is, if I send you a customer, I already sourced him, I briefed him, I've done everything that he needs to understand regarding your sale. And when the customer comes to you, say for instance in PE, he would know what he's buying, and how can I say, he's basically just picking up the product immediately. He's paying you your money, and then there you go.
So, have you created good enough rapport with your clients?
Yes, I have. I have numerous clients. I have clients in Roodepoort. I have clients in Boksburg. How can I say? I have clients all over. How can I say? So basically, I built that with trust. How can I say? The one that I have is in Ramburg. How can I say? A very good friend of mine that I became friends through Alberton sales.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay. Now, tell me something. Now, as a businessman, do you have a relationship with other businesses, especially around the community that we live?
One thing I can say about Elon Spark, they are extremely talented. How can I say? Let's say for instance, Kotso. Kotso is one of my close community friends.
Who's Kotso?
Kotso is from Food Junction, and he sells the best burgers, chips, chicken, whatever. How can I say, it's founded in Elon Spark Car Wash. And yeah, how can I say, and then I have another one, MF Cabinets, how can I say that? But one thing about Yellow Spark, we got a lot of small business that is very good, how can I say, with the time.
So do you ever collaborate with it?
Yes, I do. One thing about Yellow Spark small businesses, we carry each other. I will promote you, you promote me, I carry you through. That's basically the understanding that we have with each other.
Oh, okay. Let's stay at Elon Spark a little bit.
Yeah.
And try to understand, because I guess that is your base, right?
That's my base area. That's it. Yeah.
So and then you are also a community builder there.
Yes, correct. So how can I say? Yeah.
Yeah, you're a community builder, right?
Yeah.
Now, when did you start to realize that you actually have to assist in building up the community?
Well, given the fact, how can I say, I've been at that point where I was retrenched, where I lost everything, where I've lost money, and I know what the struggles is about. And when I was looking at my community, how can I say, I'm a caring person, how can I say, I'm fond of people, I'm a people's person. So when I started looking at people, I say we have angels around us and we just don't have wings. So basically that is when I started looking at my community, at the people that are struggling, and I thought, you know what, I can make a difference. How can I say, I can put a smile on somebody's face today and just say, thank you, Lord. How can I say, that's what I believe in.
So as a community builder, you're also, I've noticed that you're also a philanthropist as well.
Yeah.
You are assisting quite a number of families that are
currently struggling because of
COVID.
Yeah.
Now, how do those people get hold of you?
Well, I'm around my community. Most of my community members have my numbers. Basically, I'm not shy to give my number on air. It's 081 319 5900. That's my business number. You're welcome to contact me. You are welcome to contact me on my Facebook page, Hannes Kruger. You are more than welcome to. And then, yeah, how can I say, that's it.
Okay, so those are your numbers. We'll also put your numbers here so that if people didn't get your numbers, they can go back and listen or go back and check on our Facebook page. Right?
That's it.
Now, all right. Now, we're talking about two things now.
Yeah.
You know, you a businessman, you a philanthropist, and also a community builder, right?
That's it.
Now, let's go back to the sales. There's something that we didn't pass very well.
Okay, let's see.
Now, tell me something. Let's say I'm battling, I need to sell certain things. Let's say I want to sell a laptop. Right?
Yeah.
Now, what is the transaction between me and you? What does it need for you?
I need to know, is it working?
Okay.
I do need to know the specs of the laptop. I need to understand the RAM, the built-in, the processor, all those. How can I say? Most of all, honesty is good business. You should not lie to me. You should tell me, honest, this is broken, this is not working. I need to know from the get-go. How can I say, so that when I bring a customer to you, they understand what is wrong with that product and what they are buying into, so that there is no backfire on both of us.
Let's say everything else is working fine. It's fantastic.
That's it,
right? Now, but I am the seller. So you, because you're a businessman, obviously you've got a card there.
That's it.
What is your rate?
My rate is 20% on household goods. How can I say, if I sell your laptop, say for instance, for 2,000, I'm going to take 400. If I sell your car, I'll take 10%.
Oh, okay.
But how can I say, with correction, I am negotiable. I'm not, how can I say, money hungry. That's not what I know. How can I say, given the fact that I deal with people that's already struggled, how can I say, so I can't eat you out. That's just not who I am.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
So your rate is 10% and 20%.
That's it.
So 10%, that is on goods that are not households.
You're not vehicles. That's it.
Yeah. So things. Let's just talk about household things first.
Okay. What would you like to know?
Yeah. Because household things. Are we talking utensils? Are we talking things that can only be used inside the house?
Anything that can be used inside the house. How can I say? That's your TV. That's your dining suite, that's your living room. How can I say, your TV, your hi-fi, what call it, cell phones? How can I say, that's part of your household. That's
even gardening tools.
Gardening tools, that's it. How can I say, I look at terms of that's part of the house, you're using that to improve your house. That's it.
All right. My guest here is Mr. He said he's gonna help me right. He said it's Kruger.
You make me sound like Freddy Krueger. You make me scared.
So, and I will promise you something.
Yeah.
You see, black people will not call you Kruger.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's true. I like to correct people, so sorry.
So they will call you Mr. Kruger.
That's it, Freddy Krueger. There you go.
Are you any relation with the famous Paul Kruger?
No, not that I know of. How can I say? Mine is, I'm actually, how can I say, spelled with a W dot on the U. I just never put it there. How can I say? I don't feel it's worth anything. How can I say? But apparently, going back in history, that dot means
Is that Dutch or German?
It's Dutch. How can I say? I'm Dutch and how can I say mixed. I come from Dutoit, Dutoit, if you want to put it that way. They make it sound fancy, Dutoit. Yeah. And then how can I say the Kruger family? That's it.
No, okay.
That's it.
It's exactly 4:30 right here at VMC Planet Radio. You're chilling with Mr. Stan, and if you want to leave your messages, you want us to read messages, either of love or encouragement or whatever, to Mr. Kruger. You can contact us on 062-450-8619. You can also leave us a voice note. We will play the voice note for him so that he can understand that the love that you actually have for him. We will be back. It's a hip hop show, so we will be playing a song and then we will come back and discuss more with Mr. Kruger, right? Yeah. Welcome back. It's exactly 16:37 right here at VMC Planet Radio. You're chilling with Mr. Stan on the show called Second to None. It's a hip hop show. We play rap music. We are also about empowerment. And here at VMC Planet Radio, we create employees and employers, which in actual fact, it resonates very well with what Mr. Hannes Kruger is actually doing. He is a community builder, he is a philanthropist, he is a salesman, and he is a trader. I think you are everything.
I am busy, but if I'm listening to you, I'm like boring. I need a hobby,
I don't think a new hobby will work well with you because you're always a busy person.
That's it.
Now, coming back to you, now, being a businessman, right?
Yeah.
What is your day like? Because you are on like 75 social media platforms.
You work Monday to Sunday. Being self-employed is not glamorous where you think I'm getting a Mercedes at the get-go and the fancy cell phones and the posh house in Barcelona. It doesn't work that way. You need to work your way up. So basically, my basic day is getting up very early, starting with clients, checking messages. I have numerous messages on WhatsApp, Facebook, you name it. How can I say? Working through my messages, making my appointments ready for whatever needs to be sold for that day. Tonight, between 6 and 7, I start promoting. How can I say? And started loading ads and promoting whatever product I've got in for that day.
Okay. Now, the sales trader, the Alberton sales trader, is it a publication?
It's a publication. No, it's a private. How can I say? I don't have a special website for it. I don't prefer to use it. I use social media all the way.
And then, if somebody wants to go to Alberton sales trader, how do they get to that?
Once again, you are welcome to contact me on my business number 081-319-5900 or my Facebook page Hannes Kruger.
Okay, that's how people will get hold of you. So I thought it was a publication where maybe either Facebook.
Yes,
or
do you
have a Facebook page for Alberton?
Yes, how can I say? I do have Alberton Sales Trader Facebook page, so yes, you can find me there as well.
And then people can be able to contact you from there.
Yes, that's
all right. Now, tell me, with regard to that specific business, now if a person goes to your Facebook page, now what is it that they do? They find? Do they find stuff that are being sold? Do you
Yes.
put
I
things there?
like to work privately. I can say don't make it public for the reason I need to see who comes into my page. I want to know who I'm working with. In my business, you get to do with a lot of scams, a lot of people that's willing to do you. So I do not make it public at all. You need to contact me first and I have to check you out. I want to know who, what, and where you are. That's basically how I do it.
Oh, okay. So people need to get hold of you first, personally.
Yeah.
And you can then be able to place the advert on that platform.
That's it. You get places of people that have been scammed so badly with EFTs. You buy the product, they out the door with your product out, and I say, you're thinking the money is in your bank and it's not even there. You know, there's so many people that approach me with scams, things that people that rock up being hijacked or robbed or whatever. The stories that I hear is scary and it's crazy. So I want to know who am I dealing with.
So let's talk about transactions. How are transactions made?
Transactions are normally done by cash. How can I say? I prefer to do cash sales. When it's a car sale, you do not. It depends on the bank. If you don't do immediate payment, it takes about 48 hours, depending on what bank you are using. So when that money reflects, I will release the car, and how can I say, the car papers to you, knowing that my customer didn't get their money. So yeah.
Now, if I need to sell my car, do I have to store it somewhere by you, or I can store it by my house?
Good question. Thank you for that. No, you keep in possession of your car. I do not let cars stay by me for the reason you might need that car during the day.
Oh, okay.
You come to me, you show me your car, I evaluate it, and I say, okay, this is how we're going to do it, and I start marketing it. The moment I find a buyer, I either bring the customer to you, or you can bring people. Don't like people coming to their houses, so you can come to me personally. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
And then from there, do you take part in the transaction?
Yes, I set up your contract, your sales contract. Any contract regarding car, there needs to be a copy of ID and a proof of residential address. If you're going to drive that car, I want to see your driver's license for insurance purposes. So basically, yeah, that's how I do it. From there, when the contract is finalized, I take you to the police station to make an affidavit.
Now, who sees the money first? Is it you or the...
Both. I sit right next to you while the money is being counted or transferred, how can I say, and I don't take money directly into my bank immediately. I wait that my customer's money is cleared into his bank account, and he gives me my commission and he puts it in my bank account.
And then what is the last box that you tick to say, now this money belongs to me, I can take it?
Well, when my customer smiles and the buyer smiles, because your buyer is just as gold as your customer. How can I say, you must treat your buyers as gold? That's how you treat them.
All right. So do you find that people, after you've done business with them, they keep on coming back?
Yes, I do. I've noticed people like to phone me back up. Hannes, don't you maybe have this product for me? Sometimes I have that product for them. How can I say, how can I say I can give it to them, whatever they need? How can I say, if I have stock on it, let alone.
Okay. And I see you also have a foundation where you assist the destitute, you assist people that are struggling, people that perhaps would not have food.
With feeding schemes.
And feeding schemes and all of those, yeah.
With our recent outreach, how can I say, we feeded like 250 people at Moffat View settlement that was struggling. I had an amazing support team called Shanae, Faiza, how can I say, Keegan, all these people was assisting with backing me up, and I like my communities to stand by me, but I do it through sponsorships. I cannot do what I do if I don't have a backup. So basically, if there's somebody and willing to sponsor towards feeding schemes, gladly appreciate it.
Oh, okay. So, but how many sponsors do you have?
Well, at the moment, it depends. If I have a family need, I go find that sponsor. I put it all over my community. I don't humiliate my family that's in need. I don't believe in it. I take that app completely on myself, and then I tell, okay, say for instance, I have a family of 3. Is there anybody willing to assist or sponsor towards feeding this family? And that's basically how I do it.
And this is something that you are actually doing every day to assist those communities, right?
Each day, every week, how can I say that's how busy I am.
So what makes you sleep well at night?
Knowing that I put a smile on God's face.
Wow, okay.
That's it. That's it. I'd like to say I'm doing uses of Villa. How can I say now? Go out of my way. I said the joy of the Lord is my strength, and that's who I am.
That's who you are.
Exactly.
So now tell me about some of the challenges that you get in terms of getting assistance from people and sponsors.
Sometimes I look at, how can I say, the people aren't willing to sponsor or they cannot afford, especially at this given time. I find people that have been sponsors extremely ravishly, how can I say, helping people are now the other end of the, how can I say, need, actually needing sponsorship. So that's dying down given the fact that people can't afford to sponsor anymore.
Oh, okay.
So that's basically what I'm struggling with, yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, let's say there's a businessman who's actually also listening. Do they use the same platform to contact you, or you have a separate one for sponsors?
Yeah, how can I say, I use my business number for everything. How can I say, you can always get hold of me on that WhatsApp number, even contact or phone or SMS, that's where you can get hold of me. If you wish like to sponsor a family in need or with food or clothing or whatever, you get hold of me.
Okay, and then who in the community do you actually work with?
Well, how can I say, our chairperson is Teba, we call him Bratzi. How can I say, he's a very close friend of mine. Andre, Charmaine, Safia, these are superstars. How can I say, Vincent, these Grace, known as Avida, these are superstars that works within our community. How can I say, that's actually part of the community, doing whatever they can to make it a better place for all of us.
Okay, now I want to ask this personal question now. How do you deal with people that impersonate you, for instance?
Oh, that's trying to be me.
Yeah.
I laugh at it. I find it funny. You know what? We are made to be unique. We all have qualities, and to be a copycat of somebody else is just stupid. How can I say, be you, be unique, and be outgoing. Don't try to copy. How can I say, but if you want to be me, I can say there's a song, how can I say, I like it. So
now, is Hannes Kruger rich?
Rich, wanting to. How can I say, he's in a work in progress. How can I say, I call the things of though they were, so soon I'll be rich driving my BMW.
Oh, so the measure of success for you, how would you actually measure?
People measure success by money in the bank, millions in the bank, driving a fancy car. But if you have peace in your house, how can I say, you have a full stomach, I don't think what's more successful than that. As long as you have love, how can I say, laughter in your house, you're settled.
All right. So we spoke about the sponsors, right?
Yeah.
What about partners?
Partners. In partnership in?
A partnership, let's say somebody that is actually doing the same thing that you are doing.
Well, how can I say, I don't involve people. I don't. For the reason, I'm an agent, so I work on commission basis. If I take a partner in, how can I say, I need to share that commission with you, and you didn't do the work, so you can be sitting on your butt and I'm doing all the work. So that's not going to happen.
No, because I wanted maybe us to emphasize the fact that you work alone.
That's it, yes, I do. How can I say? If I take an agent in, you are taking in under my name, so I'm expecting you to give me a portion of your money, so sorry.
So tell me, are you pretty famous in your community?
Yes, I am. I'm a walker. I like to walk about my community. So even just going to our normal shop, I take walks about. So greeting each and every day, and I appreciate each and every greet. Everyone that says hello, I'm just phoning me up. I can say my phone is pretty busy, so I cannot live without a phone.
It's a good thing that you have your phone on silent.
That's it.
I'm sure we would have been very.
I actually have it on vibrate. I can feel it.
All right. Now, you see, here at VMC Planet Radio, particularly on this show, right?
Yes, yeah.
We play hip hop music.
Okay. Yeah. I get a good portion of it, but yeah, let's hear the question.
I want to know.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of hip hop music?
Legendaries, how can I say, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, which one? But not recently. It's not something that I would associate. I'm not saying that I want it. It's not something I add to my life.
It's fine. It's not a sense that you don't know certain things. As long as you are aware of your business and you know what your business does. Now, other businesses that are there in Elands Park, do we have any other businesses that you want to give a shout out to?
Definitely Kotso. Thank you for always giving me really good food. I'm a bachelor. I have to do my own feeding. And Kotso is my weekend feeder. If I look at people like Ray McIntyre, he's got MF cabinets. How can I do amazing designs towards, how can I say, kitchen cabinets. You know, it's actually very exclusive. How can I say, that's the two major ones that stands out to me. But they are very much minimal.
Oh, is it? Now, you're talking about the food outlet. Where is it situated?
Well, it's situated in Elands Park, how can I say, car wash. How can I say, it's close to Bayrat, a shop called Bayrat, a local shop. And so basically, how can I say, how it works is, Koso makes me fat, and then I felt bashing up, I did a training session, I go to a Zumba station, and there you go.
Now, okay, we are almost done with this Josie boy. He calls himself a Josie boy.
Hustler, Josie hustler.
So a real G, a real Josie, a businessman. Now, this is gonna be this is gonna be the last one. Are you married or single?
Single. Oh. Single, unfortunately.
I wonder why you say unfortunately.
I think my life is too busy that somebody says no.
So you actually won't have time for
real. How can I say, when I do have time, I'm tired.
So you won't be much of a companion.
No, how can I say, I fall asleep in front of the TV. How can I say so yeah.
All right, but it was fun. Thanks a lot for coming through and get insight into your humanity side.
Thank you so much for having me.
The businessman that you have, that you are.
Thank you.
The salesman that you are. Yeah. In fact, there's this question that I did not ask. There, although you touched on it a little bit, you said you were retrenched and you started the business, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Did you have the confidence that this business?
No, I was scared. I was really scared. I was used to being employed, having a monthly salary, and I said, I don't know how to do this, but I took a chance and I learned how to do it. How can I say, I paid attention to how other people was doing it. I can say basically you learn from other people. That's how I started.
Now, if there's a young star out there who is finding themselves in the situation that you found yourself,
being
retrenched, and they need to feed their family and feed themselves, what advice can you give to them?
I will say you have a talent in you. Don't give up. Many people tend to give up and say this is not going to happen or this is not going to work. Remember, the only failure in life is somebody that gives up. I'm going to say if you get up, fight each and every day, you are going to make it. It's worth fighting for, go for it.
It's worth fighting for and go for it.
That's
do you think they have to go and acquire certain qualification, or do they have to have the courage and the confidence to do something?
No, Stanley. You know what? You just can learn offline. How can I say? Online, YouTube, whatever. There's many places that educate you in terms of being an entrepreneur. Say, for instance, there's many things we can do. You can wash your car. You can, how can I say, Kati. You're thinking something. I'm going to take a good example. Dwayne Davids, he is the owner of Ignite. He was a car wash. How can I say, he was doing car washing. And today is a successful businessman.
Interesting, eh?
You see, so that's it. If there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for gracing us.
More than welcome.
We really appreciate you taking your time off your busy schedule and then come here and spend time with us.
Most welcome.
Okay, let me tell you what's going to happen, right?
Okay.
We're going to have some rappers, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen rappers, rapping to a beat, just freestyling from the top of their head.
Like beatbox.
Well, something to that
Okay,
effect.
something to that effect. Okay, let's go for it.
Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for listening to us. This was Hannes Kruger or Kruger, but we will say, just for us to be sure who we're talking about, we'll say Hannes Kruger. It makes
There you
much
go.